Welcome to the Marketing Minute. This is Becky Amble. I'd like to share some tools with you for putting together your tactical plan. Now, sometimes people call these different things. You might call it an action plan. You might call it a program. It really doesn't matter what you call it. These are the tactics, and if you don't want to call them tactics, that's fine too. Just keep in mind that tactics are really the details of everything that you're going to do to get your plan implemented. So the first thing that I want to show you is just a form, and feel free to use this if it resonates with you. And this is the one that's titled Action Plan. So at the top of this, you can see a blank for strategy. So you would write your strategy there and you write down what your tactic is. Then in the grid, put the date of what's going to happen, who's going to do it, what the activity is, and then any notes if there's special directions, or even after things are completed, you could put some notes in. So that's the first form that you could use. The other one is called a program planning sheet, because again, when you get all your tactics together, you might call it a program. If you want to, that's fine too. So with this, you can see there's additional detail where you're going to have the date, you're going to have the person responsible, you're going to maybe put beginning date or ending date, you're going to have the budget, any other detail. So this forces you to get into a little bit more specific. So if you like that form, use that one. And just to show you another example, let's say that you put together your strategies and tactics. So the following example is just what it might look like in a more typical format, which is a little bit more like an outline. So here I put together an example and I call this strategy increase revenue through additional new services for existing clients. And then tactic number 1, develop a new service internally to introduce in January. Then underneath tactic 1 are all the specific steps. So a lot of times, again, like I said, you can have multiple tactics. Now you could probably number these all different. It could be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as it makes sense for you. And that's the whole, I guess, bottom line. And then if you look at the next visual, it is an action plan that has been put into the grid, into the table format. So you can see I used the same information that I just showed you. So the strategy is the same, increase revenue through additional new services for existing clients, and then the tactic. This one I guess when I was doing this was tactic number 2. I had something else for tactic number 1. And then you can see all the details under tactic number 1 from the other page now are down here listed as activities. So just want to show you an example of how you can make use of these different forms, and I encourage you to take whatever works for you and use it. Thank you for watching the Marketing Minute. I'm Becky Amble, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.